Hello everyone and welcome back to Ascension. Since the last episode I've been working, not here but on the other base. As you can see I pretty much cleared out this place. I took the enchantment table and everything, and I decided I'll be keeping this but only as like a spawn safety hut in case we ever get our spawn set back to, well, spawn. Spawn's right over there. What the? Is that a zombie in a bronze chestplate I saw? I don't know. Let's just get out of here. But yeah, I decided to keep the teleporter here. I'll work on maybe redoing this, making it maybe a little bigger and more of a little fortress at spawn or something later on. But for now, to the other base. Okay, so I did a lot of work here, but I only have a few rooms up. The teleporter room here is 1. I decided to make it so like you walk into these little coves and the teleporters are like right on level. And have 1 in the center as well. The one in the center is 0, and it goes 1 all the way around the room to 14. 14 are the mines, just like before, only I changed the frequency a little. Back down here by spawn. And yeah, it's just a cool little room, and 0 will be our travel teleporter, so if we're like out exploring and want to come back real quick for like a pit stop to deposit stuff or whatever, we'll pop in here, get to walk out the center, then come back, because we can't really just leave 0 wherever it was. So yeah. Over here is kind of a lookout observatory, just so you can take in the sights of being up in the side of a mountain. So yeah, I spent a lot of time working on this and getting it just right. I've kind of artificially made some of these waterfalls, but some were natural. Just wanted to make it look really nice. Here's the little path I was working on that just leads to the outside. In here, I was thinking of doing like the mass storage room or something. No, it's something I'm still working on. Here's the main area you'll probably remember from the last video, because all that was dug into the mountain there. Okay, from what I remember, up here there was like a big opening with water falling down, and I saw that. I was like, that'd be really cool to do kind of some like glass roof opening with a waterfall, and decided to make it an infinite water source down here. I don't know, just a little idea I had. And yeah, over here I'm not really sure what's going to happen. At the moment I just put everything here because this is like the central room of it. Over here I have just the barricade using these fancy stone fences from Fancy Fences mod. Yeah, that's... Oh, rain. Lovely. But yeah, out here I was thinking of doing some kind of like a creeper. Some kind of like maybe deck or something I could do. I don't know. I have to be careful though so mobs don't fall down and get into the rest of the base, which is why this section's actually blocked off. Okay, well over here we have some fences blocking off entry in case, once again, mobs try and sneak in. But this just kind of goes up onto the top. And over here, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this section. I kind of made these little fences, but I was thinking like little overhang deck lookout would be here or something. But as you see, mobs can jump down into it. But yeah, this is the base, and here's the top of the mountain. I'm not sure. I might do some more stuff on the top, but for the moment, I want to kind of do it more inside and through the mountain. But over here, we have the other little lookout, and you can see the other mountain over there. I am still considering like doing something between them, like a walkway, and maybe putting the portals over there because, portals are kind of noisy, and don't really want a big nether portal when we're around the base. Like I considered like putting it maybe here or something, but that might still be a bit too close to the rest of the stuff. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much where we left off and what I've been working on. I plan to work more on the base off camera after this episode, but I thought I'd at least show you this much before I did more, because it took a lot of time to get all this done, actually. And a lot of silverfish were found along the way. I did find one thing interesting. If you hit the silverfish block with a sword, it will break quickly more than a normal stone, so you can tell it's actually silverfish and not a normal stone block, and then immediately kill them with the said sword. So yeah, I have everything here though, transferred all the levels over, and was smelling up some bronze actually. And, all the items in the chest. I didn't really sort them, but everything's here. Oh, good. I do have some lapis, though. So I'll be using this lapis to make therium. I decided that I did want to make therium before going to the nether, just because we do have a lot of adamant and mithril, and I felt it was kind of almost a cheat to have that much, because the spawn rates were a little E. And I saw the series was progressing a bit too quickly. So I just want to use the mithril to make the medium therium chunks, even though we're going to lose out and it would make more sense to go to the nether and get the glowstone. I just kind of wanted to do that ahead of time and try and work on some of the other stuff and getting the enchantment stuff kind of done before going to the nether. So let's see. Okay, 1 therium. So we can take, what is it? Yeah, 3 of them to make a large chunk, then the large chunk make therium ingots. So from this, we'll get roughly, at least enough for a pickaxe, and I think just short of a sword. Okay, so apparently an infinite water source doesn't work if it's more than a block deep. I just found that out. That's a bummer. So while this is smelting, though, I've realized something we can go do that's going to be pretty cool and help fix the leather problem. Well, I just had to run and do something real quick because it turns out we didn't have a spare teleporter and I was out of redstone. So, yeah. Well, anyway, what I want to do this episode, ignoring the thunder, is, well, to make leather, we'll need rotten flesh. We can go through this whole little progression of it. We'll need a glowstone dust to get to the end, but still, we can make leather out of rotten flesh. Let's leave here, hopefully, to a place that isn't storming. Who am I kidding? The storm's going to be anywhere. Uh-oh. Well, good news, bad news situation. Good news, I got to where I wanted to be. That, I think some of you probably saw that coming. But, yeah. So I made it to the area. Bad news, it's now not just storing, but night. There's a mob here trying to kill me, and aha, outsmarted you. Oh crap, it can actually follow me. I definitely wanted to build a little barricade there, just to be safe. There. But yeah, I wanted to have like a little toggle door with pistons or something here, just in case the mob ever decided to take the teleporter back. Okay, so I grabbed some torches and it's day now, but the mob might still be there. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Okay, looks like we're good. So, if you remember in a previous episode, we raided this little place. So, I realized something. This is already a pretty good grindish area. Let me just make sure it's light enough. Yeah, the chest is empty. I think I mentioned that, but I never checked to be certain. So yeah, I was thinking that we can just take this area and turn it into a grinder. Which means removing this floor and dealing with the water. This might be a little more work than I expected, so yeah. Okay, so I ran into a little problem. Not sure quite how to deal with it, but this room is actually 9 wide. You see, actually, the optimal spawner range is, I think, an 8x8 area, but it's can't really be centered by a spawner on 8x8. But pretty much you can just say 3 in each direction from the spawner. Now, if these were closer together, that would probably work a lot better than it currently does, but they're not. So now the issue is figuring out how to get the maximum spawning range to get the most amount of zombies while still figuring out how to make it an 8x8 so I can do the water how I need to. Now, they have 2 under them and 2 above them to spawn, so that's the max that they need. I just need to cover up the roof now and get everything set up. I think this is definitely more than 8 wide, given the fact it's 9 wide on that measurement. It's probably 9 by 9, so that's good. I just need to figure out what side to block, which is not a good thing to do either way. Okay, I just realized a huge derp on my part. I actually should be pushing this wall back a few as well. Won't that be fun? In case you're wondering why I usually do all my building off camera, this is why. I don't know. I just don't know what to do because I'm usually just silent, focused on the task of building at hand. So yeah, I don't really have a very good commentary for this kind of stuff, and it's just kind of me doing stuff. Yeah. But yeah, pretty much what I'm doing is I'm cutting down the sides so I can expand this out like this and have a nicer roof on it than I would have had otherwise, and just generally getting it, I don't know, more prepared for how it will look. It's gonna look ugly. I'm not really trying to make this a very nice looking spawner, just trying to get something working quick on video. I can always come back and, you know, change the blocks to make it look like a cooler spawner later on, but for now, Yeah, I'm just doing this. Okay, so I lit up the roof, and that's because if more mobs are in the area, then should be the spawners will stop spawning because there's already other mobs, at least from what I know. Oh, that one has a hat. I've really screwed up. Okay, I can take care of these guys easily enough. The problem is, they were at the teleporter because they came out of there. That means some probably got back into the base as well. One just got back into the base! Two just got back into the base. Yeah, see, the spawners are in fact working. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so pretty much what happened is when I put the roof on, it darkened this place well enough that mobs could now start spawning before I finish building the spawning area. And the ones that went to the base should just be standing there and will attack me once I go there. But until then, I think we should just kind of ignore that. Oh boy. It's night outside, isn't it? 1 second. Told ya. Ow, 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 ow. Great. So now it went back through. So when I go back through, it's still going to be there. Probably on fire as well. This is just a mess. Oops. You see how I might have messed up a little by allowing them into the teleporter. Okay. Let me just break my tomb, and then we can get back to where we were. First, I'm sealing that top part. Second, I'm lighting this. Okay. So pretty much how this spawner is going to work, at least for the moment, I need more water. Let me just, really? Why does there have to be a cave under everything? Okay, so by putting water here, like this, it will push the mobs down to here, where another stream of water will then bring them this way. And then another stream will bring them right down here. So, ta-da! I'm able to bring the mobs where I want them. Actually, it might be better to have a stream in the center due to the... I don't know. Let me test this stuff out and see how I can get the water working. Okay, so I put one bucket of water there. It flows down into that. Get rid of this. Get my other bucket of water out. Oh my god! I actually... When did I get that? Okay, this is a 1 in 1,000 drop. I think I added to a zombie. Yeah, that looks like the one I gave to a zombie. And when I put this on, it actually will increase my max health, but it's a gold item, so it's not that great. But still, this is part of the Toast armor set I made, in honor of Toast, the guy who made mob properties. And it was based on his original idea of doing something like that. So yeah, now the mobs will flow down here and get stuck right here. If I break this, I should be able to get out. Ta-da. So they'll be stuck right there, and then we have this little cave back into here, so we can hit them and get their loot. The problem is I have to get up there and break all these torches now. Okay, the problem is they always will start spawning before I'm ready. I don't have any method to kill them because I was just going to kill them manually, so they're just going to pile up, and I still need to get rid of that. Oh boy, oh boy. This is a problem. There we go. Uh-oh. I need to grab the torches because of dynamic lights. Ah. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, so now we're playing containment once again. At least none of them got to the teleporter so far. Okay, so pretty much my goal is to slowly push them back. Okay, they're down here. Oh boy, I didn't think they could get over the grave for a second. Crap. Okay, now I'm gonna immediately have to try and place a block. Kill the baby. Oh, darn. Good, I got the gear. If the zombie got all that, that would have made this a lot more tricky than it needed to be. Okay. Gonna break it, and then just go kill them all. There we go! Maybe not the most graceful way to do it, but that's pretty much how you set up a mob spawner. So now they'll be stuck here. And I can just do this. But yeah, look how much rotting flesh we got already. So we can easily get the rotting flesh we need now. But yeah, from standing there, they will spawn from the spawners. Maybe not the most optimal rate, but they will spawn. And I can kill them without getting hurt and grab rotting flesh. So now our goal of having a functioning spawner is more or less completed. I'll go back off camera and do more. And we actually got one of these rare drops I was having. It's pretty much a set. There's no set effect, but if I get the full set, it will give a total of double the normal health. The helmet is the weakest part, though. But all of the set has Unbreaking and another enchantment. They all have a special name and lore, and they all give a health bonus. So yeah, I think it's really cool that I actually managed to find one. Anyway, that's probably the downside to having rare drops. They sometimes appear too soon, like the Nether Shard. I didn't expect that or the helmet to appear too soon. At least they're not super overpowered. Same for like the ores even. I got more than expected. And also, we should totally set up an Ender version of this so we can get experience directly from the grinder back here for enchanting. I'll totally look into that, but we need an Ender chest and we don't really have Ender pearls yet, so... Anyway, I got the Therium there. And if I put this like this, it allows us to make 4 chunks. Let me just throw this in here. Okay, since we got Toast Summit earlier than expected, I'm going to put it in an item frame. We're just going to display it and try and work on the full set. I did want to build a trophy room. That has been kind of one of the main goals of the series I haven't mentioned a lot. Anyway, so yeah, Toast Summit. And just to mention, just holding it gives us a health boost. So yeah, anyway. Ta-da. Anyway, the Therium should be done. 4 Therium ingots. I thought I only had... Anyway. Alright, I had 2 left over after... Yes. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just derping out a bit. Therium pickaxe. I think that's how you pronounce it. Therium? I might be wrong. Therium? It's hard to tell. But with this, now we can mine the onyx in the nether. But I really would like to get enchanted with fortune first so we don't lose out on onyxes. Yeah, I think that's how you... plural, right? So anyway, now that we got the Therium pickaxe, we can go to the nether and mine the onyx. So in the next episode, we will go to the nether, but I don't want to go right for the onyx. I want to at least scout out where the onyx is, but I want to make sure we get that enchantment room and bookshelves all set up so we can get fortune on this first. I also will try and get a bit more Therium off camera so we can get a sword and, of course, grind the zombie flesh so we have the leather ready. So pretty much I want to... or at least the flesh to turn into leather once we get the glowstone dust, because we need that as part of the cleansing process. Anyway, so yeah, I will be working on making a portal room and enchantment room off camera, as well as getting a little more Therium to make the sword, and grinding for the zombie flesh, and probably improving the spawner a bit. I will look into a better item collection method and all that kind of stuff. I do know there's an item collector. Here, let me just search it. See, item collector and advanced item collector, but we can't quite make that yet. But if I put a hopper at the end of the water stream into a chest, it should grab most of the drops anyway. And I can use a slab so the experience slides under it. Anyway, I think we made a good bit of progress in this episode. If you do like the building stuff like I did for the spawner, even though I don't really like building on camera, let me know and I'll consider doing it more often. And until next time, goodbye.